Rise and shine on Australia's Vision Christian Radio.
It's your Tuesday podcast, and the greatest excitement in the studio today, well, apart from humming, was there was a fly here in the studio.
It's still here, I think, Phil.
Is it here somewhere? We're not sure how it got in here because it's got to get through quite a few layers of protection.
I think it's a spy.
Huh.
I think the Premier of China has sent it in to spy on us because we said we're going to do a tour of China to perform the humming choir in Beijing. I think he sent one of his latest tech AI bots, which looks like a fly, sounds like a fly. Wow. But it's actually here to spy on us, Phil.
Really? Well, it's just to take you through it. So we've got the main doors of vision locked. Then there's another barrier, and then there's a soundproof door. You've got to come through quite a few, and you need a fob.
It's near impossible.
I don't say how the fly got in.
I'm telling you, it's
unless
a spy.
It was on your back as you came in, Andy.
It's an AI bot.
Did you bring it in?
Oh, did you bring it in, Phil? I'll just throw straight back at you, Phil.
I'm thinking, I'm sure I de-flied.
You were here first.
I don't remember the fly until it was flying around your head. It's a bit like a Charlie Brown. You know, he always had those little flies or something flying around his head?
Yeah, I've seen one on your head all day as well.
Have you, though?
So I'm thinking it's come from your head to mine. But I think the Chinese Premier is the culprit, not you or me.
No, I don't think. We are never to blame. But look, today, if you enjoy a hum, even if you don't, well, hopefully you do because there's a bit of humming on the show. We've got a bit of Phil Edwards. He drops by.
Oh, it's a good show today.
There's a lot in there. But just think of the fly. We're going to go find it.
Stick around. Enjoy the podcast. It's a good one.
Thanks for streaming the Rise and Shine Daily podcast. Please subscribe to the show, rate it on your favourite podcast platform, and share the link on your socials. It all helps get the word out.
Good morning. It's time to get up. Tuesday, the 28th of October. Rise and shining. How are you, Andy?
I am fantastic today. Phil, how are you?
Good. I feel like, have you seen Peter Rabbit, the movie?
I haven't seen the movie, but I know who Peter Rabbit is.
Okay, so Peter Rabbit, they've got this movie. The movie is really good if you haven't watched it. It is fun. Like, it's a good, wholesome family movie. There's a rooster in the movie, and he's probably takes the show. Like, he steals the show. Yeah. He's just excited every day that the sun's coming up. So
roosters normally are, Phil. They like to let it go in the morning, don't they? A big croak.
Well, it's like he's surprised, though. So he wakes up, he goes, "This is amazing. The sun got up. I thought it was gone, but here it is. Get up, everyone. This is incredible." And I just had a thought, that's kind of how I feel in the morning. Like I'm just a bit excited and the sun's up. Isn't that amazing?
Well, it is amazing and there's lots to be thankful for. Yes. We're here. It's another day. God's blessed us again. We're alive. We've woken up. So you've got to be thankful for little things.
There you go. Praise God. And today is going to be a fun show. We put it out on yesterday. We are open for auditions for Rise and Shine.
Let me ask you how they feel. Is it ever not a fun show?
Oh, no. Look, I'm hoping every day is a fun show.
So we'll call it an extra fun show today.
Well, any day where we're auditioning people to be part of a choir that we're creating, that's going to be a good day, isn't it?
Oh, the humming choir.
The humming choir. Mm-hmm. So we've put it out there on Facebook. You can head over and see all the details. But we are looking for hummers because we are going to start a humming choir here at Rise and Shine.
Yeah, maybe some human roosters or some hummingbirds want to call in today and you can be part of this we're calling it could be the world's greatest Christian humming choir.
I'm going to say it is because I know of no other. I even Googled it yesterday. And if Google can't find another one, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, it's not quite the best in the world yet because it doesn't exist yet. But we're hoping to form it, aren't we, Phil?
Yes, we are.
And do a few numbers and a few performances. And then we can actually claim we are the greatest Christian humming choir in the world.
Even if we just do one. But anyway, throughout the morning, we'll tell you more about that. We also have, so one thing that's coming up this week is Halloween. Mm-hmm. And in Christian...
What's that, Phil? I don't know what that is.
That's right. You're so lovely, aren't you,
I'm
Andy?
too Christian.
No,
yeah, I don't know.
Of course you are. Yeah.
Tell me about that. What is it?
Look, it's a time of the year where as Christians, it's quite conflicting. On one hand, you want to be the cool parent who allows your kids to do all sorts of things.
And put a pumpkin on your head.
And have lollies. And on the other hand,
is that how cool you're talking, you Phil? You actually put one of those pumpkins on your head? Or
me?
Not quite. No, not you, just in general. A cool Christian parent.
Yeah, I don't know if that... I'll have to check in with kids if that makes you cool. But on the other hand, when you're like, do we do this? Is this something that we should lean into or lean out from? So we've got Brett and Kate Ryan from Focus on the Family to chat about a Christian response. What should we be thinking about in the week of Halloween? About an hour and a half from now.
Brilliant. They will be good people to talk to about that topic because it can be a little bit conflicting, can't it, Phil?
Yeah, it can be a bit hard. So we'll ask their opinion and then we'll ask yours. You can get involved as well. And throughout the week, we might share some other options for you if you're a Christian parent looking at how to navigate. It's tricky.
It is. And, yeah, we'd really like to hear from you. me today, and you can call us now if you want, 1-800-316-316. Get in early on the conversation. But, yeah, I think Brett and Kate will bring real clarity about that subject.
Coming up next, though, not everything always goes right. We spoke to Joel for King and Country. We're going to play their brand new song, World on Fire. But when they were at the Dove Awards, they literally lit up the stage.
Oh, it was lit, Phil.
It was fire from one end to the other.
You wish you were there?
100%.
Would have been good, wouldn't it?
Oh, maybe we should ask Joel if we could fly over next time.
I think we need to. Vision need a table there.
We
I think.
should definitely at the Dove
Vision
Awards
table.
represent on the red carpet. But did everything go well for them? I want to show you a little bit behind the scenes of something that went astray on the big day.
Rise and shine on Vision Christian Radio.
For King and Country and Taylor Hill, World on Fire.
I do love that song.
I love it.
And it's one of those songs that grows on you, gets better and better.
Yes.
First couple of listens, I'm like, oh, that's pretty good. But the more you listen to it, the more you like it.
You were tapping your foot the first couple of times. Now your whole body is like, yeah, World on Fire.
How do they do that? How do they make a song so good?
They are. They're very talented, but it's God's anointing on them, can I just say. There is a gift on those fellas.
There is, actually. There is.
There is. And chatting to Joel, and we will bring you a bit of our conversation with Joel Smallbone not long from now about that song and the heart behind it. But one thing that I kind of secretly love is that not everything goes well, because it makes us feel better, don't you reckon, when things go wrong? And the guys were playing this song. They were leading out the Dove Awards. So it's the Christian Grammys. It's a big, big deal in the US.
Yeah.
This was last month earlier this month. And they're ready to go. They are launching it. The stage is set. But then unfortunately for them...
Well, they start singing.
They're even singing, but then the curtain didn't go up. Have a listen to this.
For King and Country.
Finally found you, and it seemed like all your prayers, it finally got through. I've been caught up in my head, trying to find that deja vu. I wish the curtain would come up real soon. I know this heart got power besides. Hey, that was a trial run, and you guys were very successful, so well done.
We're going to have to start that over.
I thought that might be the case. Scott?
And I'll explain that later.
There you go. The curtain just didn't go up for the boys.
Yeah.
They did well, though. What professionals.
Yeah, it would have been good to be there, Phil. I don't think there's much chance of a Vision table ever being there. Maybe we could get a job as waiters and waitresses,
I'm
perhaps.
up for that.
That's probably the only chance I've got of ever being at the Dove Awards.
I think there's a new job going. It's the guy who lifts up
The curtain guy.
guy.
I'll put my CV in.
It's suddenly
I'll send it in.
vacant after that malfunction. And Scott, whoever Scott is, I think he's got something to answer for there. So
Scotty. He could be the same Scotty who was on Star Trek. He might be getting a bit old.
Well, he didn't beam up the curtain very well. So there you go. That was Joel and Luke Smallbone there, ready to go onto the Dove Awards. And unfortunately for them, the curtain didn't raise, but how fun was that? They did a great job.
Well, they responded well. The way he just incorporated that into his song. I wish that the curtain would open or whatever he did. Very clever, true professional, and sounds like he doesn't take himself too seriously either, Phil.
No, well, I think that's what the Aussies love. But then the actual performance he did, and in his own words, they went big. It was go big or go home. Well, they did. They lit up the stage with fire from one side to the other. They were also holding clubs of fire. I've never seen a stage so lit. And you can have a look over on Facebook, Rise and Shine, our Facebook page. We've got a link to the performance.
Yeah.
But coming up next, we'll bring you a piece from our discussion with Joel about the heart behind. We've been laughing, but the heart behind the song is stunning.
That'd be good.
Andy? Yeah.
Okay. That conversation was awesome.
Okay, well, we will bring you our chat with Joel next up on Rise and Shine.
Brought to you by the generosity of Vision family members across Australia and around the world. The Rise and Shine podcast.
And we got to ask Joel, one of the brothers that started the band, what is the heart behind this new song, World on Fire?
Well, it's isn't it funny? It's an avant-garde title. And I think you jump to conclusions a bit and you go, oh, they're just, singing about the state of the world. And we sort of wanted to flip the phrase on its head. It's so much more about our world being on fire. And Fel, you said it well. It's this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. Like, we're letting a lot of things shine right now for positive and for negative. Our social media comments or our political positions or even our religious positions. We're letting them sort of burn, if you will, or them shine, quote unquote. But what about the hallmark of what it means to be a Jesus follower. You know, what about love? What about that light shining? What about the fruit of the Spirit? And it's really it's an anthem, call to action, to get back to the hard truth of what it simply means to align yourself with the ways of Jesus, and that is to lead with love.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful. If you take us back, Joel, to when you were first coming up with the idea for the song, can you remember where you were and what you were doing, and walk us through that process of this coming into your hearts to then share with the rest of the world?
Yeah. Interestingly enough, Fel, it was right after we were coming back from Australia. We just done that tour with you all, the homecoming tour last year, which was just magical. And we'd flown basically straight from there to the UK to do a premiere for our film Unsung Hero. And Luke and I found ourselves at Oxford. And we were walking through the colleges, and there was a little cobblestone cutout in the middle of the college. And it had a sort of a cobblestone cross in the middle. And we turned to the gentleman that was showing us around and said, "What's this?" And they said, "Oh, there were 2 Protestant martyrs that were burned at the stake here." And one of them turned to the other and said, basically, "Mark my words, Master Ridley, today we have lit a fire in the world that will soon not be put out." And we were just really both moved by this idea of like radical belief and radical faith and radical love, like we said. And so I think for us that was sort of the spark that lit the fire of the idea, if you will.
That's a really good answer, and what a great story behind a song. You know, Joel, you're obviously really well known for the songs you guys perform and all the concerts and all the billions of streams, but in your personal life, how do you like to encounter God in worship? Do you like doing it on your own at home, or do you like going to church services, or do you sneak in incognito to big worship events and get your worship on there? Like, tell us about that time with God when no one's watching you.
It's always the other way around, isn't it, Andy? It's this. I love music. I've dedicated my life to music, but it's such a familiar expression of connection with God that I still find it, but it's few and far between. I had the really rare, distinct opportunity of going to an Andrea Bocelli show last week, who's this sort of virtuoso vocalist. And I just wept because it was one of the first. It was this massive orchestra and this choir and this just world-renowned vocalist, and it just felt like worship to me. And I think part of what I've been looking for is like God shows up in such unexpected places. So where will He show up? You know, if we limit Him to a church building or to a quiet time or to a Bible study, all really good things and on hallmarks of faith and my faith, but He's in us and around us, and in Him we have our being. And so it's really going on the search. We have a Great Dane, because I've been home, as you mentioned, Fel, this year. I'm just going for morning walks, just me and the puppy, you know, and we're far enough out, sort of in the bush or the forest, as they would say here, where I can have sort of open verbal conversations with God.
And that is Joel Smallbone for King and Country, talking about his heart for worship and also the heart behind the wonderful new song, World on Fire. The good news is you can see and check out the whole chat over on the Rise and Shine podcast. It's there. And what a great heart, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. I find that the most interesting in, you know, pastors, musicians, worship leaders, people who are on stages for God. I love hearing about their life off the stage.
Yeah, and look,
that's what encourages me.
At our place yesterday, one of the things he chatted about you can hear on the podcast is a 6-second kiss. That was the way. So I went home. I said to Murray, right, this is it. Joel Smallbone, he told us to do it.
Fel's throwing the teaser out there about the 6-second kiss.
Have a listen to the podcast. You can hear the whole chat with Joel, his marriage advice. I loved it all. So
it was good.
It was a good chat. Coming up next, though, our Bible story sound off.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me Vision's breakfast show is now available around the clock and on demand? Incredible! The Rise and Shine podcast. Rise and Shine.
Are you ready for a challenge? Listen to the mystery sound, correctly name the Bible story, and win a great prize. Sounds easy, but is it? Rise and Shine's Bible Story Sound Off.
I'm going to say that Ron yesterday made it look easy
He did.
because we'd had this sound. It had been here for a long time. Then Ron just calls and he crashes through with the sound.
Yeah, and if you missed yesterday, the Bible story sound off Mystery Soul fell. We can tick that box, can't we?
We can. And the story is from Moses, when Moses struck the rock and the water gushed out. And Ron was like, yes, he got it. He's a legend.
It was a big moment in the Bible, Phil,
Well,
because it didn't allow
is.
Moses to enter the promised land. Phil's been trying to convince the world for the last 2 weeks that it wasn't a big moment. I'm calling it a big moment. It stopped him from entering the promised land, Phil. The author of the first 5 books of the
Big to
Bible.
Moses. I think Moses probably has a pretty strong memory of that one.
But I think there is deep truth
I
to it
think
too.
so.
I think it was to stop Moses from entering because God didn't want the people to not worship him, but make him such a big deal in the story because it showed his failings, and then the Israelites could move on from there.
Well, and he got to hand over to Joshua, who we're talking about. We're going through the book of Joshua at the moment. So there you go. But it does mean we need to fly the machine, Andy, because in the Bible story sound off, we fly back in time to Bible times and we suck out a sound so you can match it to a story.
Well, let's fly the machine now, Phil. Let's go there.
Thank you. Always concerning when Andy gets in a cockpit.
Well, if you are new to Vision, this is a nuclear-powered time machine. We're about to fly back in time, land in a Bible story. Somehow, I don't know how it works, Phil. The
Well, we
IT
can't.
people are geniuses.
incredible.
They've pre-programmed this.
That guy doesn't sound good.
No, well, we've gone past him, thankfully.
That guy, no, I don't trust him either.
No, we'll keep going. We'll keep going.
Have you found somewhere safe, Andy?
We're landing right now, Phil,
Okay. Phew.
and we are in the midst of a Bible story. An event in the Bible, Phil.
Oh, I can see. Yes, I can see things happening. Okay.
And there's some sound, so we're going to record the sound with our very sophisticated recording equipment. I've just recorded the sound.
You've got the sound. We're not even talking about day parts or anything.
And here we go. I'm going to launch back, and we're going to fly back into the present, Phil. And we've just landed safely at the Vision Christian Media Hub.
Okay, family at home, it's okay. I'm safe.
Do you want to hear the new sound,
Yes,
Phil?
I can't
Now
wait.
remember, everyone listening at home or in your car, wherever you are right now, this is from a Bible story. Get ready for it. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here it comes.
That's it?
That is it.
That's all you got?
You want to listen?
I do. Okay, there you go. Well, there's not a lot of it to go on, but we're very smart here at Vision.
Well,
Our
I'm going to
Vision
give a clue.
family.
Do you want me to give a clue?
Yeah,
Day
I
one?
do. Yeah, okay.
It's not the exhaust from a truck because it sounds like that. Or it sounds like the brakes, you know.
Wow. Yeah.
Have another listen.
Not in the Bible, Andy.
Not in the Bible, no. Ready?
Okay. Right. And double prizes today. We always say day one. Imagine if you got it. This is the day you have a punt.
Okay, double prize.
Have a go.
If someone solves it today, I'm going to put double prize
Are
in
you?
there. Yep.
Andy's so generous with other people's prizes.
It's going to be a chosen DVD and something else as well, a little
So
bonus
excited.
prize.
There you go. Well, this is your day to shine. Give us a call if you think this is the sound. One more time.
Okay, here we go.
If you can think of any story at all that might have anything to do with that sound, give us a call.
It sounds like when a truck's going down a mountain, pushing the
brakes.
brakes. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Shh. But I don't
yeah.
see trucks in the Bible, Phil, so we'll scratch that answer.
Less than you think.
Let's have another listen, Phil. Let's milk this. Are you ready?
No? No? Yeah, okay. Or like it could be some sort of a home appliance. Less of them in the Bible as well.
I didn't see a lot of those in the Bible either, but you know what? It's definitely a Bible story, Phil.
Okay.
And it's a time for, tough times make tough people, Phil. It's time for someone tough to stand up right now and say, you know what? I know what the answer is.
Well, you know who we think has probably won this game more than anyone else?
A former champ.
A former champ.
Who is it?
And he's on the line.
What's
It's
his
Adam.
name? Oh, Adam.
Adam is on the line, ready to go. Day one, sound piece one. Adam, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking of when God said that you didn't hear me in the storm, but you heard me in the still small voice.
With Elijah there, and he's up on the mountain. It's pretty cool, isn't it? He's had this. He's in a bad place mentally, isn't he? And he's like, I want to hear from you, God.
Yeah.
Let's have another listen, Phil. I think that fits.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that's
All right.
yeah.
That's a great guess,
And day
Adam.
one,
Former champ, we expect nothing less, but
Yeah.
that's an outstanding guess.
it is. It fits the sound. Andy, it's a safe place of the Bible that you flew us back to if that was the sound.
Yeah.
But is it?
Would have been nice up in that mountain. Nice views.
Cool? Might have been a cool breeze.
Yeah.
Yes.
Views of the Mediterranean. Okay, let's have. Is it the right answer, though, Adam?
You're living in a cave, though, so it's not all good, is it? Like, I kind of think a cave might not be that comfy.
I don't think it would be.
No, you had probably a rock for a pillow.
Probably no air mattress in
there.
there.
No wonder he was feeling bad down.
And no creature comforts to speak of in that cave.
No.
I'm pretty sure, Phil. You sort of overlook that in the Bible, don't you? You just read, oh, yeah, David was in a cave with his mighty men. It's like, it wouldn't have been that comfy.
Well, I've seen a photo of the cave where David and his mighty men, well, to begin with, they were the poor outcast men and then they became mighty.
Yeah.
But it would have been smelly. Like, there's hundreds of them in there.
Yes.
In this tiny, well, it's not as tiny cave. It is quite big, but like, it's not comfortable.
No, it's not fun.
Not fun, but
It's
they
not fun
became
at all.
mighty men then, so there you go.
And even Jacob in the Bible, when he lay down, the Bible says he got a rock for a pillow and he had that incredible vision, and we
Yes.
all get excited about the vision. But think about you sleeping outdoors, you've got nothing,
Yes.
you're just on a rock for a pillow, you're in the middle of nowhere. It's a lonely, cold night, Phil. But, in the midst of it all, he had a vision.
He did. God turned up. So there you go. Hey, coming up next, we're pretty excited.
I'm
we're
always excited, but why are we excited about
We're
it,
a
Phil?
bit more excited today because we yesterday announced that we're launching something. It's a choir of types. We're saying it's possibly the first, the best in the world of this type of choir. It involves the humble hum.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to bring you an update on that next up on Rise and Shine.
The Rise and Shine podcast.
We want to let everyone know right now,
Yes.
we are officially launching the Vision Humming Choir.
That is right. In solidarity with Glenn, who got caught humming Michael W. Smith songs in the office, we believe that humming we should bring back to the nation.
We're going to continue Glenn's legacy, Phil. And we're going to bring humming to the world, not just to the nation,
No.
Phil, to the world.
We're going to put it out there. I know of no other humming Christian choir anywhere. So world first here on Vision.
I can see us touring, Phil.
Sure.
I can see concerts in Tehran.
Wow.
Somalia, Ethiopia. I mean, all over the world. People are going to be crying out, bring the humming choir. Bring it.
Bring the
Bring
hum.
it. I'm sure Trumpy will want us performing at the White House, in front of all the cabinet. I mean, the royal family in England, I'm sure King
Sure.
Charles, he'll try and use his influence to muscle in and get us in there. So it's going to be busy, Phil.
But our question for you is, do you want to be part of it? Would you like to audition to be part of our humming choir? We've put a post up over on Facebook. But Iris, you're stepping up to the plate. She's called in on 1-800-316-316. Iris, are you ready to audition?
Well, I pray in Jesus' name that my throat will work.
We're believing with you, Iris. It's time to bring the hum. Are you ready?
Are you going to audition something? What have you got to audition with today?
Do you want a kid's song?
Yep. Okay. How about you hum it? I'll guess it. I know lots of kids. It's a Christian kid song?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll do this. Okay, Iris, take it away. Hum your heart out. Hindu.
Huh?
Is it my God is so big,
Yeah,
so strong
yeah,
and so
yeah,
mighty? Woo! There's
yeah.
nothing my God cannot do.
You're
Brilliant.
supposed to hide scripture in your heart and your brain. I find music does it best for me.
Awesome,
I
Iris.
love it. Well,
Good humming.
brilliant humming.
Good humming. Fel was very happy with
can
herself
you-
there that she knew it. She's chimed in there, literally, but
She's educated.
I was thinking to myself, this
what's
is
her
not Humpty
name?
Dumpty. I don't know it. I don't know it.
Colin
Colin
Buchanan.
Buchanan.
Oh,
Yeah.
you. There you go. You're an encyclopedia of vision.
Bless you too.
Oh, there you go. Well, Iris, number one batter up there in the humming choir.
She'll add a lot of value to the choir, Phil. I like
Yes.
how she started her audition
Yes.
with a prayer. I just pray in Jesus' name that my
Yes.
voice holds up. And that's what we want.
We do
We
want.
want faith as well as fun, We
Good.
want performance and delivery, but there's also that personal devotion as well. Iris ticks all the boxes.
That's it. And we probably should have come up with a criteria. But yeah, Iris, whatever the criteria is, it feels like you've got it there.
She's in.
If you feel like you have what it takes to join the world's first humming Christian choir, now is the time to act. Like, don't wait. Sometimes you wait for things. You can't wait on this.
No.
It's not going to last forever,
No,
the
because
opportunity.
and there's limited spaces, Phil.
For sure. Well,
We can't have a choir of thousands.
oh, no. Well, I think we're going to have to do it via Zoom, which we haven't checked the technology, but I'm assuming it'll work. So, yeah.
I'm
it's
already
only-
visualising the tour, though. Like when we're going on
Oh,
tour,
I see.
I don't have to have multiple big buses or anything like
No,
that. Let's
one
just keep
bus.
it simple. One bus,
Yes.
one choir.
Yes.
one purpose,
One voice.
one vision.
One hum.
That's it.
We have one hum together. We need a name. There's lots to do. But what we're going to do is put the call out, 1-800-316-316. If you want to audition, now's your time to shine with the hum or jump over to Facebook.
Yeah, step up to the plate. Do not wait. You've got to have a go.
It's not 2028.
That's right, mate.
We're caffeinated and ready to face the day.
This is Rise and Shine on Vision.
And if you're in Ivanhoe in New South Wales, so that's central New South Wales, I wanted to say a special call out to you as you're listening on 87.6 FM. And I'm thinking about the history of Ivanhoe today. You know, it was a major change station for Cobb & Co. because it's right in the middle. And imagine how remote that must have felt as they were cobbing across the nation.
And that was the horse and carriage, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they've got these extra wide streets because it needed to accommodate that transport back in the day, and it's pretty cool. 14 degrees is your temperature right now, heading to 26 degrees throughout the day. And I just imagine you're wandering down that main street and you're humming to yourself, you know, you could be bringing your hum as you wander through. And if you are, we want to hear from you. Humming Choir, calling all hummers to rise and shine. We'll be bringing you some auditions throughout the morning.
Yeah, there would have been a lot more time for humming in the old days, wouldn't there? Travelling by horse and carriage. It would have taken a long time to get places.
Well, you know what? I was talking to someone yesterday on the road to Visionathon, which is a week away today, hearing some incredible stories. One of the ladies was telling me her commute was an hour, 20 minutes, and how important Vision was in making that time a time where she actually spent with God and keeping her eyes on God throughout that hour and 20 minutes. That's enough time to hum. Like that's a Cobb & Co. sort of a time commute. We do it in the car, don't we?
Yeah, but we live in a society which is so fast-paced because if you think for thousands of years, the pace of a horse was basically the pace of most people's transport, and now we can fly, we can drive fast in cars, on highways.
Drive faster than others.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so we're moving fast in today's world.
When you're driving, Andy, you're not humming because you're probably like your brain is completely on how quickly you're going and zooming. And is that a fair assumption?
Fel lives in that little fantasy, doesn't
I've seen it. Don't worry. Anyway, have you got a verse for us, Andy?
I do have a verse. Now, in the midst of our busy world, our challenge, isn't it, Fel? It's to read the Bible.
Amen.
And to just remember the Bible. Yeah. So here we go. Psalm 119, verse 27. It's a prayer. Make me understand the way of your precepts, or another way of saying, make me understand your word. So shall I meditate on your wonderful works. So if you're driving your car right now, or your tractor or your truck or whatever you're doing and you're busy, just think about a scripture. Meditate on the word of God. The Bible says there, so shall I meditate on your works. It's a good way to start the day.
It is, isn't it? Reading the Bible. That's why we do it together here on Rise and Shine, because we've just recognised it can feel a bit daunting doing it by yourself. No one needs to do it by themselves. We'll do it with you. And you're going to be in the book of Joshua next. We're looking at the history as we build up to it. We'll bring you our discussion about Joshua up next. But first, we've got Patrick Mabry taking us out there. Thank you, Lord, for your Tuesday. You're on Rise and Shine on Vision.
It's the daily podcast of your favourite Aussie breakfast show, Rise and Shine.
Jumping into the Bible together, we do this every day because it's really important that you're not just feeding your body, but actually you're feeding your spirit, making sure you're strong and know what God says about life. That's why we look into the Bible together, the basic instructions before leaving Earth every day.
There you go. And this is one of my favourite books in the Bible, so I'm a little bit excited about the book of Joshua. We talked about it briefly last time, Fel, but today let's give a little bit of history and background here. We kick off in verse 1. It says, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord. Now, let's just stop there. Like Moses is a massive figure in the Bible, in the Old Testament. He wrote the first 5 books of the Bible. He's the leader that took the people of God out of slavery in Egypt on this journey towards the promised land. So if you're new to the Bible and you're wondering who Moses is, he's kind of a big deal in the Bible. Hey, Phil.
Yeah, and even before Moses, we have a guy called Abraham. And so you might know Noah built a big ark. And then after that, this guy Abraham comes along, and God's always on the lookout for people who will partner with him, who will trust him wholeheartedly. And that was what Abraham was. God came to Abraham and said, hey, you need to move away from your rallies and where you live, and come, I'm taking you to a promised land, and I'm going to make your descendants as great as the stars in the heaven or the sand on the earth. And Abraham, the Bible says, believed God, and it was counted to him as righteousness, right standing with God. God makes a covenant with him, and then Abraham has a kid, Isaac, and then Isaac has some kids, Jacob and Esau. Well, Jacob's the one we follow. Jacob has 12 sons. He did pretty well. And he also had his name changed to being Israel, and these become the children of Israel that you're going to see referred to throughout this chapter. And one of the sons is a guy called Joseph. He ends up going down to Egypt, and there's a huge famine, and as a result, all of the children of Israel, they go live in Egypt for a time. And it's actually because otherwise they would have died in the famine. It's great providence. The Pharaoh looks after them, gives them the best land, but they're there for a while, and 430 years later, it's not as good, is it, Andy?
Yeah, and Moses rises up as this leader, and Moses is unstoppable. If you do know your Bible, you remember the plagues. Like Moses goes to the Pharaoh. Now, Pharaoh was the most powerful man in the world at that time. In today's context, Trump, but Trump doesn't claim to be God. The Pharaohs basically claim to be God as well as the king, and they were scary people. And Moses goes in front of Pharaoh and basically says, let my people go, or else plagues are coming. And we see many plagues. There's locusts, there's frogs, there's darkness, the water turns to blood. And I think the greatest miracle is when they actually go through the Red Sea. And I don't know about you, Fel, but when I was little, I kind of imagined the Red Sea being like a river. Just walk across, sure, the water's part, but you go through. But the Red Sea is actually an inland sea. And they walk for miles through the Red Sea, miles. And the waters are standing up in a heap on either side. And as they get to the end, and the last Israelite, the last person who believed in God got through, the waters just cascade in and drown Pharaoh and his armies, who, again, were the most sophisticated military force in the world. They were scary. They had chariots. They had the latest in weapons and technology. So Moses is just a really big dude in the Bible, and now he's dead. So imagine being Joshua, Phil. God says to you, Moses, my servant, is dead, but now you're going to rise up and lead the people. How do you think you'd feel?
Yeah, look, in the natural, you'd be terrified, wouldn't you? Like you would. And so you can see here, we're going to be in Joshua 1 in a minute, but you can see that Joshua, well, he could be terrified, but God's going to give him some help so he doesn't have to be. And you have to remember that he's been traveling along for these 40 years through the desert with Moses, and we see him quite a lot stepping up and being with Moses inside the tabernacle of meeting, being in places where he's got to know God. And I think that's the thing, is he's been right there next to him. He's been trained up for this moment. But even still, you can see as a result of what God's going to tell him, he must have still been a little bit terrified, but we can see God's got some instructions for him.
Yeah, definitely. And even if he wasn't terrified, even if he was just a bit nervous.
Nervous.
When you're around great leaders, and I don't know if you've been around great leaders, but I have been, like there is something about them.
Yeah.
And you respect them and you honour them and you're like, wow, this person's amazing. And then you're asked to do something when their shadow's there, at least in this case, like Moses is dead. It can be intimidating. So, maybe in your life, you're taking on a new role, a new position, maybe a new job. Maybe you've launched out to start a new business. Maybe you've started a new relationship. All of us have new beginnings, and the human reaction to a new beginning often is, like you said, a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of anxiety. So if you've ever faced that or you're about to face that, well, guess what? You're going to face it in life at some point anyway, something new where you've got to do something new. Joshua is a great book to read because it's about a young guy that has to step into the shoes of one of the greatest leaders the people of God's ever seen, one of the greatest leaders in the Bible itself. This is what the book's all about. Can't wait to dig deeper into this story, Phil, over the next few days.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be jumping into Joshua 1 tomorrow for proper. We'll give you some ideas of what it is that God's first instructions are to Joshua as he steps out as leader and to lead his people, God's people, into the promised land. So that'll be up tomorrow. But I encourage you, jump on in. Joshua, it's actually an easy book to read.
It's a great book, full of stories.
It's not far into the Bible. Have a look in the table of contents, or you can, it's really early on, it's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua. So you're not far in. Have a read, and we'll be jumping into Joshua 1 all together tomorrow.
And we are in safe hands, Phil, because you know the Bible books off by heart and the sequence and the order, thanks to that song you learned in kids' church all those years ago.
We should learn it as a Rise and Shine family. Put it on the list. After we've hummed together, we could learn the books of the Bible together.
We could hum the books of the Bible together.
Mm-hmm. It's not as helpful, can I just say.
But it'll be good in China.
Well, for sure.
Because, again, they can't get us. They can't say, hey, what are you guys spreading here? Well, we're just humming. We're just humming, Premier.
Yeah,
Do you like the hum?
I suppose. But, yes, maybe we will. I'll put it on the list. It is actually the most useful thing I got out of children's church, apart from my salvation. I learned, obviously, about God. But to learn the books of the Bible is so helpful, because then when I'm sitting in a sermon and they say, it's in Malachi, my brain goes to the end of the song and I know where it is.
You're the first one there.
I've always been able to win, which for me actually is a win.
Yeah.
So I do love that. Oh, the other thing that is a win is that you can watch those devotions. It's brand new, a bit of an innovation here at Vision. If you head over to the Vision Radio, the Insta or the Facebook page or on Rise and Shine, you'll see yesterday's devotion. There's a video of it up and running. And today they'll put up our one from today. So that devotion will be up later on this morning. You can also get it through the Vision Christian Media app.
So many ways you can hear and see the devotional today, Phil.
Coming up next, though, we've asked for hummers to give us a call. And, well, we have our second auditionee, I think you say, rating in the wings, ready to hum their way to success, possibly. We'll have them up next on Rise and Shine.
You found the podcast of Vision's breakfast show, Rise and Shine. Rise and Shine.
We believe there's huge potential. It could be the greatest humming choir the world's ever seen.
Well, we're definitely saying, definitely maybe, that it's the only Christian humming choir in existence that we know of.
If it becomes something that actually does exist, yes.
Sure.
Right now, it's just it's a seed, Phil. It's an idea. it's a concept.
It's a passion.
Yes.
It's a passion, I think, for the hum. It came about because Glenn, he got in trouble for humming in the office, a Michael W. Smith song, and we're standing in solidarity with Glenn and saying, hummers, unite. This needs to be a louder voice for the hum. And so that's why we've got this now humming choir. We're asking for auditionees to get in touch. You can do it over on Facebook, but best if you call because it's quite a vocal thing to audition for.
You've got to be able to hum on the phone. I think that's really the first criteria, Phil. If you can't hum on the phone, maybe you're not quite ready yet.
You reckon?
But you could be ready one day. But give us a call, 1-800-316-316. We are taking auditions today, Phil.
Well, and look, I can see I've got Bernadette on the line. Bernie, what are you thinking?
I'm ringing up about the humming choir.
Yes, what do you think, Bernie? Are you a fan of the choir, the world's only?
Absolutely. I've been wanting, dreaming, thinking, asking the Lord, how shall we create a new choir?
Great.
I'm serious.
Well, this sounds like this is putting pieces together for you. Because humming, are you a singer normally, Bernie, or are you is humming something that you'd normally lean toward?
Well, I just had a little practice as I went up and down the hallway, and I think I can just quietly audition for that.
You think you've got the goods. So this really is a dream come true for you, Bernie. This is more than just a random thing. This is something you've been hoping and praying and wishing for a long time. Am I right?
Well, Andy, to be honest, I do prefer to sing the words.
Yes.
Okay, so you're a bit of a wordsmith when it comes to worship.
I think I can hear that. Because we don't often have humming in worship. Like they don't say, everyone lift their hands and hum.
They should.
This is a bit new.
I know.
I think we need to get on the phone to Darlene Check. She needs to start this trend.
Like I would be surprised.
And you're a singer, Fel. You've got a beautiful voice. So, if you lead the singing and the worshipping or the humming or whatever you're going to call it, we could go places.
We could.
Mate.
The Dove Awards.
The hummers.
We could say to the boys, do you need backup? That's probably where we need to go, is we need to back up for someone who's famous.
Oh, okay.
And we be the backup humming.
A support act.
That puts us then in the global stage.
And what do you, Bernie, what do you think we call ourselves?
About that. I feel very uncomfortable about that word, famous.
No, well, it's not. It's not about fame.
You don't want famous.
It's not. We're not looking for fame.
Word.
Yeah, no, fair call, Bernie. That's a good point.
But Bernie, what about names? What do you think? The Vision Hummers? Does that work for you or?
Yeah.
No, not working.
Hummers.
Huh?
The what?
Heaven Hummers.
Oh,
Heaven Hummers. Heavenly humming. The Heavenly Hummers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the hummingbirds,
you hum on
maybe?
earth as it is in heaven. Like, is there a lot?
Andrew, they're my favourite birds. Hummingbirds. I'm nearly buying a painting. I'm nearly buying a painting.
If it was all female, you could say the hummingbirds.
The hummingbirds. I think that'd be a real hit, actually.
But we've got men in the choir, so we're
hang on, birds. Oh, birds for women. Right.
Well, the men can be birds too.
Well, they can. There are male birds.
Who says they can't, Phil? Who says they can't?
Not. I'm definitely not the one to say that. Okay, I wonder, Bernie, can you audition for us? We need you just to hum something. We'll guess it even if you like. We're up for a challenge.
I've been coughing a lot lately.
That's okay.
Right, here we go.
Was that it?
That was beautiful,
I know
Bernie.
the tune, Bernie. I don't know the song, but I recognise the
Oh,
tune.
it's very famous.
It is very famous.
Is it because it's old and what is the word though? I'm saying enzyme, but it's not enzyme.
Old
enzyme
or something.
Old something.
Langzyme.
Lang, there you go.
What even is that?
Never would have get no idea.
But it's what you sing kind of at the end of things. You link arms and you da 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 da. Beautiful, Bernie. You're in.
Oh, wow.
Gee,
Oh, sorry, I didn't even consult anyone.
There was no consultation there, no prayer. You know, we didn't ask the Lord. Just like, you're in. Boom. There you go.
Well, that was very good.
One
don't you
hum
think?
and you're in. Okay, Bernie, welcome to the choir.
No, you sure you don't want to go away and pray about it?
Nah, no prayer
too
necessary
late.
with that sort of talent. When that talent presents itself, Andy.
Yeah. I'm going to be humming all day today.
Excellent. You go and hum, warm up. We'll be back in touch as we've got a bit more of a plan together. But Bernie, thank you so much.
Love you both.
She's definitely in, Phil.
Always encouraging and always fun. Rise and shine on Vision.
Beat the toaster.
And it's the time of the day where we get our toasters out and we beat them. But, if you've ever wondered what the toaster looks like, my daughter Millie, she's made a sketch of it. You can see it over on our Rise and Shine Facebook page. Head over there. And actually the Vision team, they've even put colour to it, so it's coloured. He looks mean, the toaster. You don't feel bad about beating him up. But
Yeah, so
that's
we
the
want
game.
you to also submit your sketch as well. Just post it on the Facebook page or send it to us. It's a competition, isn't it, Phil? Who's the best?
Well, I've got Jenny on the line to play today. Morning, Jenny.
Morning.
Okay, well, here you go, Jenny. So this is important. Have you had your brekkie yet today?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
Okay. Well, you know what? After you've won Beat the Toaster, you're going to treat yourself with your breakfast. You know the drill, Jenny. You've got 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. If you don't know the answer, just say pass and we'll come back to it. And Phil, what letter are we going to give it today?
We've got the letter C. C for Christ. There you go. Yeah, I got that.
C for croissant as well.
Croissant.
Okay, are you ready to play, Jenny? Your time is about to start. If you don't know the answer, as I said, say pass and we'll come back to it. Are you ready to go?
Yep, ready to
Because
go.
your time, it starts now.
A body part.
Half.
A book of the Bible.
Chronicle.
A boy's name.
Campbell.
A famous singer.
Carmen.
A hobby. Well done.
Hobby. Croquet.
Something in your purse or wallet.
Coins.
A tool.
Crowbar.
An Aussie town.
Canberra.
Something you'd buy at a local store.
Cocoa Pop.
And a form of transport.
Car.
Woo!
Wow!
There you go, Jenny. You did it. That was amazing.
Nailed it.
Jenny, you nailed it.
Okay.
I like that.
Before breakfast. Well done. You beat the toaster.
I mean, you had like 20 seconds to spare. So now I'm going to ask you, Jenny, what are you going to treat yourself with now? What's your favourite breakfast?
Well, my homemade sourdough bread, but I'm going to toast it.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to have scrambled eggs with some avocado and homemade relish.
Homemade relish. I've never tried that. Can you get it up
So
to
good.
us here? Jenny, do you mind popping it
I'm
into
drinking it away quite frequently. If you come up that way, I'll pop some into
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks, Jenny.
That was one of the best wins on Beat the Toaster's
You
history,
just-
Jenny. You nailed it. Thank you so much for playing the game today, Jenny. You're a blessing. And just hang on there. We're going to get details because you're going to win a prize today.
That's right. Coming up next, though, we have got Brett and Kate Ryan. They're joining us to ask the tough questions about Halloween. As Christian parents, how should we encounter that? What should we do? We'll have Brett and Kate Ryan from Focus on the Family up next on Rise and Shine.
Love the Rise and Shine podcast? Tell a friend today.
Well, Fel, leading up to Halloween, we thought it'd be nice to speak to two people who know all about family, all about faith. Their names are Brett and Kate Ryan. They're from Focus on the Family. Brett and Kate, welcome again to Rise and Shine.
Thank you.
It's
Lovely
a pleasure.
to be here.
Always so good to help, to get your help, particularly on some sensitive topics that are just that little bit hard. As a Christian parent, you weigh it up and you're trying, there's different perspectives. Love to get yours. Halloween, it's coming up this week. It's on Friday. It's a big event, becoming bigger in Australia. My question to you, which we've received from the Vision family as well, is, well, should Christians celebrate Halloween?
Well, look, it is a very contentious conversation, isn't it? People are, it's just a fun time to dress up.
And it's all about lollies and what harm could be done. And there's a lot of people who could justify just because it's a bit of a celebration. But you're right, it is becoming bigger. in Australia. I mean, in America, it's equal to Christmas. The amount of money that's spent during Halloween is equal. So it is significant on the American calendar. And unfortunately, that's crept into our calendars as well. And while it's still only very small, but there's still a lot of money being spent here in Australia. And we're seeing it around our streets. And so our kids are saying to mum and dad, why can't we participate? Why can't we do a trick and treat? Why can't we? And mums and dads, you really do need to do a little bit of research to know how you're going to respond to your children.
Yeah, you've nailed it, Brett, because look, I might sound old now, but I remember as a kid there was no Halloween. It wasn't a thing in Australia. No one really cared. No. It was really an American thing. But like you said, there's definitely big commercial interest in Australia now because they push it and they sell all the merch and all the stuff. So, yeah, it is $1 million question. As Christian parents, what do we say to our kids about it?
Well, I think we need to pose questions. First of all, we need to look at what the foundation of Halloween is. I think people just go, oh, well, it's harmless. But if you look into its basic tenets of where it first came from, you'd actually be horrified.
Yeah.
And so I think that is really important for us to first, as parents, look into the origin of it and what it actually means. And so if our children then ask, we can say, well, this is where it's come from. And no, as a family, we won't be doing that. Yeah. And, you know, often we've spoken to Christian parents who have said, oh, well, what's the harm? And they said, you know, we believe in the Lord, so that doesn't affect us. And to me, there's actually a few scriptures that we need to look at. One is, do not be a stumbling block to anyone else. So if they see us as Christians celebrating this, other people will go, oh, well, you can do that. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. So doing that. And then the scripture about focusing what's good, what's upright, what's pure. This is not this. Halloween is not that scripture. Wicca, particularly, you know, witches and warlocks, they celebrate. This is a big day for them. So that's, you know, all satanic stuff. And so we want to be focusing on the Lord. Now, can we do that in a beautiful way? We can do our own celebration on that day. Let's have a big barbecue. Let's invite our neighbours. Let's do something fun and celebrate the Lord.
I think, Kate, that's an interesting piece because I grew up a Christian, and so I've seen both perspectives. I've seen it as a kid who was restricted, really, and there were some things that we just didn't do, and thankfully Halloween wasn't a big deal then. But you don't want to be seen as the daggy kid who is missing out. You don't want to be that family that says, oh, we can never do anything fun. So I think it's important, isn't it, to make sure that the kids aren't seeing that, feeling like they're missing out because of their faith, but that there's actually something there that they're looking forward to. How can families make sure that the kids aren't missing out?
Well, obviously, every house is different, and everyone's going to have a different opinion. And just because someone else is doing it doesn't mean that you're daggy. Doesn't mean you don't have to actually put that under that umbrella. But as Kate said, the origins, it started as a pagan festival, so we have to acknowledge that. It was only in I think 600 BC that I think the Pope at that time, 600. AD, sorry. He sort of embraced it to actually say, hey, we're going to celebrate martyrs of those of past. And so we've seen a trying to redeem, and everything is redeemable under the banner of Christ. Do know that. Everything is redeemable. But to actually celebrate life and not death, to celebrate heroes rather than those who are destined to destruct, ghosts and goblins and devils, and these are things that we don't want our kids to celebrate. But I've seen churches, and not so much here in Australia, but in America, that actually have, Halloween parties, but it's not a Halloween party, it's a life celebration party. But I think the most important thing that you could gain out of this is it's a catalyst for some good conversations.
Absolutely.
With your children, with your neighbours, with the school. We have seen, some of the shops around our area who plastered the place with Halloween paraphernalia, but took it down a week later or less than a week later because of people complaining that it was too dark. And so there's an opportunity to stand up for righteousness and have our kids stand up for righteousness and understand, here are the reasons why. Under our house, this is what we're going to do. It doesn't mean you have to be a party pooper, but you can actually introduce the gospel through this celebration.
Yeah, I really like that, Brett. That's such a good answer to a very, complex question. But you guys are always a blessing. And I'm sure on the website you've got a ton of resources and articles that people can access about this topic as well.
Yeah, if they go to families.org.au and they just punch in the search engine Halloween, there's about 3 or 4 articles that they can go to and give yourself better knowledge, and then you can discuss this with your children. So it's good to go in fully armed, and then you can have these discussions.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, this is Brett and Kate Ryan from Focus on the Family. Brett and Kate, we want to thank you for joining us on Rise and Shine today.
You're more than welcome.
Thanks.
And coming up next is the word for today. And then we've got another hummer standing by, Andy, ready to hum for their spot in the humming choir. How will they go? You'll have to wait and see next on Rise and Shine.
Just the right mix of things to inspire and things to make you smile. Rise and Shine on Vision.
We haven't even got official permission for this, actually. We might have to check. I've got Phil Edwards coming in about half an hour from now. We might ask.
We can ask him, but it's a great idea, Phil. It's a concept. We are launching a humming choir, and we want to take on the world with this humming choir.
Well, we were saying it could well be the only Christian humming choir in the world, so therefore we are the best, which I love that straight away. We're doing it in solidarity with Glenn, who got caught humming in the office and felt like he was demeaned for that, for humming Michael W. Smith, which how can you not be humming in the office?
Look, he was knocked down but not knocked out because the idea lives on. The dream lives, Phil. So we're asking people to call us today on 1-800-316-316. Do you want to join our humming choir? If you do, you've got to be willing to audition.
We do, and I've got someone here on the line. Who have we got there?
Michael from South Brisbane. Have I got the hum for you?
Yes, Michael.
Do you think you've got the goods to join the humming choir?
More than happy to facilitate some humming tones, and I guarantee everyone will pick the song so quickly.
Oh, okay, great. Well, look, I'm up for this. You hum, we'll guess, and then on top of that, we'll do what we can to put you into the choir. Okay, Michael, take it away. Consider this like your audition for us.
I will. All right. Big deep breath. Here we go.
It's very good. And I feel like I know it, but I don't know
I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for delivery.
Yes.
There was variation there in the tone, in the notes, the range. Do I know the song? No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Oh, Andy.
It sort of sounds familiar, but I can't identify it right now. But brother, what is it?
What a wonderful name it is.
Oh yes.
Oh,
have you got it, Brisbane?
Let's do it together, Andy, because we're talking choirs.
Yeah.
We'll do it with you, Michael. Here we go. So from what a
lead us off,
name.
Michael.
Ready?
Lead us
you
off.
start.
Ready?
We'll come in.
There you go.
That was very good. Andy, you didn't really represent much in that.
I couldn't really work out where we were starting that hum.
Okay, well, we'll practice. There's practice to come.
I know the chorus of that one anyway.
But Michael, are you available and willing to be part of the humming choir?
Absolutely, no problem.
Excellent. Okay, well, I'm writing down your details because I feel like we're going to say the biggest humming choir in a Christian humming choir.
Could be the biggest Christian humming choir ever. And you sound very confident, Michael. What do you do for a job?
I actually used to work on radio many, many years ago. I was a character voice on Triple M in the 90s. I used to present myself to Triple M at 7:45 and 8:45 doing an Auntie Gracie impersonation, which was an older lady. But, yeah, look, I've always been confident speaking. I work in fleet management for a car company. So.
There you go,
Can you do a bit of the aunt voice for us now, Michael?
I've tried. Everyone does it. Yes, darling, it's your Auntie Gracie here. Good morning, Lord Mayor Jim Saul is here too, and Uncle Charlie's in the rose garden. Just leave it right there.
Oh, Michael.
I love it, mate. You haven't lost it. You haven't lost it.
Nah, you've got the goods. Okay, we're writing you down. We'll be in touch. You're definitely part of our humming choir.
Have a blessed day.
He's definitely in, Phil. I like him.
Okay, you're happy? You're happy with that?
I like him a lot.
Beautiful. We're getting a choir together, but there is room for you. If you are a Hummers of Australia Unite, what you have to do is give us a call, 1-800-316-316, to be part of the humming chorus. We need a name as well. We haven't got that yet.
We'll come up with a name.
There's plenty of time. There's plenty to do, but we're up for the challenge. Hey, we're heading up to the news not long from now. On the other side, we'll have our CEO, Phil Edwards, here in the studio. 1 week today is something pretty special. If you're wondering what it is, well, you have to wait.
Stick around.
It'll be here soon. Rise and shine.
I've heard of all-day breakfast on the menu, but here's a brekkie show available 24/7. Thanks for streaming the Rise and Shine Daily Podcast.
I'm overwhelmed at the standard and the quality of the hums, Phil, not to mention the enthusiasm.
The enthusiasm for humming. Now, if you just turned on your radio, this hour we'll be talking about our new humming choir. You have an opportunity to be part of it at the grassroots level. But somewhere that I want to say hi to first is Jindawi in Queensland, the Western Downs region of Queensland, and famous for something long. We were talking about how the humming choir could be the only of its kind, the best, and that was my New Zealand accent, the best and biggest, the best and biggest in the world.
Biggest and brightest.
Well, there's something that starts near Jindawi that was the longest in the world. What do you reckon?
Jindawi. Was it the dingo fence?
It was. Andy, give yourself a ding. Well done you.
Oh, what if I give myself that just to keep myself honest?
Okay. Did you?
I'm still human, Phil.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I
got one lucky guess. Okay?
Celebrate it. There you go. And there's actually a display that recognises that near in Jindawi there. So if you're there in Jindawi, hello, good morning. 18 degrees right now. It's a rainy day. 22 degrees is going to be your top day, which you might be thankful for because it's been a bit hot in some parts of Queensland. So 22 degrees is welcome relief, probably.
I'm just thinking about the dingo fence. I wonder how tall it was.
Well, the little picture I can see of the one that's been made, it didn't look super tall. I'm wondering what happened at the end. Like, if there's an end to it. Do the dingoes not know just to go up and go around the end of it? Don't you reckon?
Well, there'll be a corner, Phil.
Was
We'll
there
go
like a
somewhere
stop
else.
sign or something? And they were like, no. Because it just feels like if you're a smart dingo, surely you just go around it, right?
Or dig under it, maybe.
Or dig under it like this.
Yeah. If they evolve, or if allegedly things are evolving.
My dog could go under it, and JJ's a cavoodle, and he finds a way under it.
Well, if evolution was true, they would have made a little trampoline and jumped over it.
Sure.
So I think it proves that evolution is a myth.
There you go. Andy's put it out there.
They'd be inventing technology to overcome hurdles like this. But they can't, Phil. They can't.
Andy's using the dog-proof fence. There you go.
There you go. But anyway, let's go to the Bible, Phil. So I've been in Psalm 119, and we're going to be there a while because it's a very, very long psalm. I want to go to Psalm 18 today, verse 1 and verse 2. I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer.
Amen.
How good is that, hey?
How good is that? If you need something to declare this morning, there's power in speaking the word of God. And just speak that out. Say it one more time, Andy.
I will love you, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. And that's Psalm 18, verses 1 to 2.
Praise God. Well, we have a wonderful hour ahead of our CEO, Phil Edwards, dropping in to talk about something coming up in about a week today. You may have heard about it. It's something called Visionathon. But coming up next, I've got Corinne standing by. Talk about passion when it comes to humming. I think that's probably something that Corinne has in loads, don't you reckon?
Oh, I'm looking forward to hearing it.
Okay, this is a very passionate humming audition coming up next.
Subscribe and listen to the Rise and Shine podcast in the free Vision app. It's easy and available everywhere.
We've been talking about this new humming choir we've got a vision for. There you go. Keep humming, Phil. Keep it going.
Sorry, go on.
Leading by example there. So anyway, it all started with one of our listeners, Glenn, a couple of weeks ago. He was humming Michael W. Smith innocently at work, thinking no one's even going to hear him.
No.
He's all good, but he got in trouble. Anyway, it got us thinking. Humming could be the next big thing.
Yes.
So we put it out there, haven't we, Phil? We want to hear from you if you want to join our humming choir. And my vision's gone beyond the borders of Australia, Phil. I want to do concerts in Tehran. I want to go to Ethiopia. I want to go to Somalia.
Wow.
I want to go to Buckingham Palace. I want to go to the White House because we're not going to offend. I want to go to China, Beijing, to the Premier Zing Zing, whatever his name is.
Wow, Andy.
The hum will not offend anybody, Phil, because
No,
the
but
words.
that might.
Well, if you're listening, Premier, I'm sorry. I apologise. When I come to Beijing, I'll apologise in person. But, we just hum away, Phil, and no one can be offended. We can't get cancelled.
No, we can't get cancelled. That's very good thinking. And look, it does. There's a heart to the hum. And I think that's what we're bringing. There's a heart of worship in the hum.
Heart to the hum.
Heart to the hum. And we need a name.
Hashtag that one.
I might put that in, heart to the hum. There's a few things. I've got Kylie. She sent a text, maybe Heavenly Hummers. hummers.
Oh, I like that. I like
So
it.
kind of people, you can, if you don't want to be a hummer, you might have names. So you can contribute in different ways.
The hummingbirds was mentioned earlier today.
Yeah,
We can all be
yes.
birds.
We could be birds.
We can
So
be male birds and female birds.
We'll look. There's a few things happening, but right now we're at the audition stage, and I've got a very passionate auditionee, I think we say, here on the show, standing by. It's Corinne. Corinne, are you ready to hum?
Yes, I'm ready.
You're ready.
Are you ready to tour with us, though? Because I think that's part of the criteria now. You got to be willing to do the tour. And I want a Tehran tour.
I'm not sure about Tehran.
I want a Buckingham Palace tour.
I'm
So
up
we're
for
going to
that.
balance it out. We might go to Somalia, Ethiopia, bit of Africa, bit of
Really?
North Africa. Yeah, bit of the North.
Yeah, South Africa too, yes.
Oh, South
North-
Africa. Corinne
Well,
is-
yeah,
she's
yeah.
pitching for South Africa.
You want South Africa? Okay, we can do that as well. Maybe after we do the Northeast Coast. So yeah,
Awesome.
It sounds like you just have to put your life on hold for this humming choir. I was thinking maybe we just by Zoom and we do the backing for someone.
I'd like to go and do the igloo, the Eskimos as well. I'd love to do the hum outside some igloos with some Eskimos.
So
That'd be
Corinne,
fun.
you're seeing it as big as Andy's seeing it?
Yes, let's go big.
Go big or go home.
And are you up for a bit of an Eskimo performance as well in the cold air? Do you think you could still hum when it's freezing?
Oh.
Yeah, I've been practicing in Queenie.
Okay, well then this is the day. We really need you to shine for the audition. We're very harsh, aren't we, adjudicators? Are you going to tell us what you're humming, or do we get to guess? How would you like
No,
to do
you
this?
get to guess.
We get to guess.
Okay.
Okay, I'm up for that. Okay, yep. Take whenever you're
Okay,
ready.
you ready?
Just send to yourself, and then off you go.
Shall I carry on?
Gorgeous. You know, Corinne, we can't hear very well due to
I
the line.
do
but
recognise
I can
it.
hear the beauty in that. Soprano, I think, is what you would be.
Shall I do it louder?
Oh,
Yes.
if that's an option.
Blast it.
It's just beautiful.
Very good.
It's lilting
Do you know what it is?
and gorgeous and no.
I recognise the tune. I don't
can't
know
pick it.
the name of it, but I do recognise it.
Deep the Father's love.
Ah, that's it. That's it.
It actually calmed me, Corinne. Like
Oh, that's
I'm-
good. Did you need
That's
calming
what
down,
I
Phil?
felt like I needed calm.
find when I hum that song.
Really?
The calmness is spreading. Well, you know what?
There's an anointing on that song for calmness.
Because of the calmness you bring, guess what? You're in, Corinne. You're in the choir.
Corinne, you're in.
You're touring.
Best day of my life.
I love you.
Get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. We're going there.
Woohoo! This is
Tehran, here we come. We're going to hum it out. Because they can't get us for anything. They can't say, well, you're saying you're spreading bad messages
Oh,
or
I
things we
see.
disagree with. They can't cancel us.
So the hum can get places that a song
Exactly.
never could.
Under the radar, Phil. That's what I'm talking about.
Because of the lyrics.
That's what I'm talking about.
China, anywhere.
They can't get you for anything.
Anywhere.
We're just humming.
Humming to the Lord.
Inoffensive. But little do they know, Phil, behind the scenes.
Wow, there's peace.
Spiritual warfare.
100%.
We'll be bringing it. We'll be destroying all those devils everywhere. With a hum, a simple hum.
Ah,
I can't wait.
to me.
I can't wait.
Oh, Corinne. Well, thank you for being part of it. We'll be in touch, but I'm very excited to have you part of the Humathon choir.
I expect you to be in touch.
Will be.
Just wait by the
Stand
phone.
by, stand
Just
by.
Wait by the phone, Corinne. And just remember, that call is a coming.
That's a coming.
That
Keep
call
on
is a
practicing.
coming.
Keep that humming going.
Yeah, may not be tomorrow. It may not be the next day, but that call is a coming, Corinne. It's a coming.
Have a great day, hun.
You too. Thank you. Bless you.
Bye.
Oh, Corinne, so much faith. I can sense she's going
Yeah.
to wait by that phone, Phil. She could be waiting a little bit,
A
you know,
little-
but
well,
as
takes
long
a
as you
bit.
don't lose hope, Corinne, just be like Abraham. Just keep believing. Just keep trusting that One a day.
We have a bit of work behind the scenes to get to the point where we actually need to bring them together. But in the meantime, you hum in your own environment, practice, keep it warmed up.
That's it. Yes, I like that. Keep the standards high because you never know when that phone's going to ring.
And we'll be needing that. If you want to join at Hummers of Australia, we're talking to you. Bring it out of the shower and bring it into our humming choir. 1-800-316-316.
Give us a call. Step up to the plate because we want to hear from you because we know you're going to be great.
It's going to be great. And look, coming up next, something that is great is Phil Edwards, our CEO. He's going to be here in the studio with us talking all things Visionathon. It's just 1 week away, but he'll be up next on Rise and Shine.
Brought to you by the generosity of Vision family members across Australia and around the world. The Rise and Shine podcast.
Well, who has come into the studio, Phil, but none other than Phil Edwards, the CEO of Vision. And Phil, you've got an exciting announcement. Something's going on next week.
Mm-hmm. Is that the appropriate response?
Are you going to be part of our humming choir, Phil?
Oh, if you're really desperate.
Well, as it turns
You'll have to audition like everybody else.
Okay. All right.
There's no favouritisms.
Well, actually, speaking of humming, one of my favourite movie soundtracks has got a humming track in it.
It does.
Keep going.
You don't recognise it?
Keep going.
Not so far.
It's the Man from Snow River.
Oh, love
right.
it. I don't remember the humming part of that.
No, it wouldn't have been humming. I'm sure there aren't many soundtracks that have a hum.
No, it had a hum in it.
It did.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
There was a hummer.
Yeah.
There was an actual professional hummer.
There was.
Well, people, if you're going to join our choir, there might be professional routes for you to take from that.
Could be.
Well, if that guy's still alive, he needs to contact us. He needs to join the choir. He could take us to a level of professionalism we've not known before.
I think that was like 40 years ago or something.
I'm sure he's still kicking.
Maybe.
Anyway, but we have you here in the studio because a week today, there's something even more exciting than a humathon choir.
Yes, it's not a humathon, it's a visionathon. And for those who've been around for a while, you know we'll do these every 6 months to put some fuel in the tank so Vision can keep going. We're made possible by the support of people like you as you listen. So that makes Vision quite different to a lot of other media organisations funded through advertising or by the government. In the case of the ABC and SBS, we don't get any of that government money, and in fact about 95% of our costs are covered by people who believe in what we're doing, and we're giving you opportunity to step up and be part of it.
Yeah. Phil, let's be honest here. What is the thing about Visionathon you enjoy the most? What really excites you about it?
Oh, that's an easy one, Andy. It's always the stories that come through from people and just getting a little window into the world of what's actually happening as a result of our work. So that becomes a big part of Visionathon. We tell the story because we want people to know that you're actually investing in something that is worthwhile. And let me share one of those stories with you, actually.
Because the story continues, doesn't it? It's not a story that has an end. It's like it just continues on, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And great things happen as we step out in faith. I just smiled from ear to ear when I saw this one come through just recently. It was from Eliana and talking about her daughter. She's just saying, I'd like to let you know that my 7-year-old daughter, her name is Ariel, said the salvation prayer today in my car while we were driving to church to attend a rehearsal for a Christmas spectacular. So they're getting in early with the rehearsals. I put on Greg Laurie's sermon from the 22nd of September via the Vision app, and it was about the end times and why we should not panic. And at the end of the preaching, he invited listeners to commit their lives to Jesus. My daughter put her hands together. She closed her eyes. She invited Jesus to come and dwell in her heart. She said that she felt so happy afterwards. God has been preparing her heart for this. As just last week, she'd been reading her children's Bible and she'd received at her dedication. She noticed that the last page talked about the book of life. She asked me if her name was written in that book. And now we can definitely say that her name is written in the book of life. Thank you for streaming Greg Laurie's sermons on your app. I enjoy listening to them. And obviously her daughter's got an awful lot out of that too, So there's just like a little window into some of the things that are happening around the country.
Well, I actually spoke to Aliana yesterday. So I had a chat to her about her daughter, and I was in tears, Phil, talking to Aliana because her daughter now, so a little Ariel, she said yes to Jesus, and now they've taken her from a kid's Bible to a grown-up Bible. She started reading the book of Matthew, and she's already saying, this is amazing, Mum. There's so much more detail than I can see in my kid's Bible. But thank God that he is working in little hearts and big hearts right across the country.
Yeah, and I love it. Just hearing these stories from kids. This is the next generation. We're sowing seeds into their lives. And, I heard, I think it was yesterday or the day before, during your Bible story sound-off, there was a young man who called up. He sounded to me like maybe he was 10 or 11 or something, but he sounded pretty knowledgeable. Like his parents are putting him in the right direction and sowing the seed of the Word of God into his life. And we get to be part of that too.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm thinking about Greg Laurie. Like he preached that message in America, who knows when. And the fact that little did he know, a 7-year-old girl in a car in Australia would hear that message and get saved. And all because Vision's here. And the only reason Vision's here is because, like you said, 95% of our funding comes from Vision listeners who believe in what God is doing here. This is a great story, Phil, isn't it?
It certainly is, and it's really embedded in this great big mission that God has given to every single believer. First of all, when Jesus was asked what's the most important commandments, he boiled it down to two things: love God with everything that you have, and then secondly, love your neighbour as yourself. Yeah. And then there's the Great Commission that goes with that, and it's just go into all the world on this mission to share God's love, the truth of God, to all who will listen. And in our case, all who will listen, read, or watch. We want to get it out in any way that we can, and to be faithful in doing that. And as you say, Greg Laurie faithfully followed after what God called him to do, using the gifts that God had given to him to preach that message. And look what's happened, through all the other hands that's gone through to get that message into the ears of that little girl, Ariel. And what an amazing response. And that's just one person.
It's amazing.
And we see that multiplied. We're getting excited. And the countdown is on. 7 days to go. This time next week, Visionathon will be here.
That's it. And so we're asking now, will you pray about how you can be involved? If we all are part of this and play our part, we'll get there. The tank, it's a big tank, but we're doing a lot of work. The need is $1.9 million. That's what we're believing for in Visionathon, and we're inviting you to consider how you'll be part of that.
Wonderful. Well, Phil Edwards, thank you for coming along. Love the hum, but even more than that, we love the vision of vision. So thank you for coming and being part of Rise and Shine.
Bless you.
Great to hear about Visionathon, which is launching next week, Phil. I'm genuinely excited about it.
It's really fun. If you want to find out more, head to the website vision.org.au.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me Vision's breakfast show is now available around the clock and on demand? Incredible! The Rise and Shine podcast. Rise and Shine.
Mac Powell, bringing it, the 99 on Rise and Shine.
Should we send feelers out to him, Phil? Because I feel like his humming qualities could be pretty good.
I don't know if I can match that. Like, we don't have that tenor. He's the tenor.
Could have some great harmonies.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I'm sure he's got some space.
He might enjoy a trip to Beijing too. I think he'd enjoy his time there. We could go to the Great Wall as well, have a day off. You can't hum all the time. You've got to have a little bit of fun on a tour.
If we're going to have Mac, then we need Darlene as well. I'll put that.
Do you think she'll come?
Only because I would love to go travelling with her. It'd be fun.
Well, if you're going to bring Darlene, then I'm going to expand that. Okay. I want Mickey W. Smith to come as well.
Oh, yes. I'm not going to say no to that.
And a little bit of, rap, a little bit of attitude from Lecrae, I think would be good too.
He's in the country soon.
I mean, Beijing won't know what's hit it, Phil. Well, imagine us all just humming away there. And we know what we're humming, but they don't.
Bringing the hum.
It's sort of like subversive evangelism. Taking Beijing by storm.
Oh, dear. Well, we have put the call out for this humming choir that we're forming here at Vision. It hasn't got a name yet. It's a concept.
It's a concept, and it's a good concept, Phil, because the switchboard has lit up all day. We're getting so many calls. We're really sorry if we haven't been able to take your call. We literally can't keep up.
We can't keep up with the demand to be part of a humming choir. Isn't that awesome? We've put the call out. Hummers of Australia, we'd love you to audition, and the phones are lighting up. So keep trying. We will try to get back to people.
So many willing volunteers, Phil. I think we might even go to Turkey.
Oh,
Let's go to Gallipoli. Let's go to the beach in Gallipoli and just hum away some hymns and some old favourites.
Yeah,
why not?
okay.
Again, they're not going to know what we're saying. We're just going to be humming away there,
Humming, you could hum the chain.
This could be a 1 year tour. We may never come off tour, Phil.
I'm busy. I don't know if I've got a whole year for this, but I can give you a few hours. But I have got Belinda.
What about if we throw a little first class travel in for you, Phil?
Oh, well, look, if it's first class, then...
You'll do a year of first class around the world?
I
Maybe get on one of those cruise ships that goes all around the world. Those like 1 year long cruise ships. And one of those, you can have one of the...
Wow.
What are those cabins called? Like the statesman's cabins, whatever they call them.
Look, you're pitching.
There you go.
Pitching high.
You and Mazza could set up shop there and, at the front of the boat.
Yeah. Look, I like the way that your head goes to pitch it strong.
I don't know who's going to pay for all this, but I've got the ideas.
You're an ideas man.
I'm an ideas man.
But right now we are looking for hummers to join the Vision, and I've got Belinda. Belinda has got through. Belinda, you're on the line. Do you hum?
I hum.
You hum. You sound like you're a woman of few words, but hopefully lots of humming. Is that right? Correct. Well, that's what we don't need the words.
I love an under-promise and an over-delivery. So I've got a feeling you're going to bring something very special right now. Belinda?
Okay, I'm hoping nobody else has done it, but I've been listening to the radio since 5, so I don't think they have.
No. Do you want us to guess your audition piece?
You'll guess it pretty quick.
Oh, we will. Okay. That's very confident. Yes.
Go for it. Here we go.
Okay. That's it.
Oh, and I reckon, Andy, you've got this.
I reckon it's the most performed, played, and known song in world history because it actually is Amazing Grace. You gave me a good chance of guessing that song because it's so well known. Hey, and you nailed it. The tones, the variation, the volume control. You've got the goods. Belinda, you're in the choir. Well done.
Yippee doodah.
Yippee doodah to you. This is very exciting.
Now, Belinda, I have been touting the concept or the idea of international travel. Are you up for a performance in Beijing, maybe Tehran?
I'm pitching Paris, London, or New York.
All of the above.
Sorry. I've got to get my passport first. But I can do that.
Get your passport. Get yourself a little bag for your luggage.
A little bag.
Put some throat lozenges in there because we don't want the hum failing us at critical moments. We want that hum to be that good every time.
That actually is a good song to do.
You're pretty good yourself.
Oh, thank you. We might be in the choir. I think we do by default. But
Fel's done a couple of hums in a time as well.
We know when to hum. Oh, Belinda, well done. Thank you for taking part. And we've got your details. We'll be in touch. You did brilliantly. Thank you, Belinda.
Bye-bye.
There you go, Phil.
Another one to the list. The list is getting along.
She's a quiet achiever, though, isn't she?
She
didn't overpromise, but she certainly over-delivered.
She picked a great song, can I just say.
Mm-hmm.
You pick Amazing Grace. How are we going to say no to that?
You can't say no. She's in.
She is literally in. If you want to be in, though, the Humming Choir, Australia's greatest, biggest Christian humming choir, so that we know, 1-800-316 316, or you could jump over to Facebook and put your details there, and perhaps there's a few ways.
Register your interest. You could even text us. If you're fancy and you're very high tech, you could even text us your audition tape.
You could.
Attach it as a
sound
audio
file.
Sound file. There we go. That's the words. Those are the words I was looking for.
That's not
so
dumb.
many ways. Or you can come in person. Or you might have a little carrier. You might have a little courier pigeon. You could put a little package in the courier pigeon's feet and just...
What, with a USB or something?
Yeah, something like that. And the pigeon could fly into Vision here and deliver it to customer service.
Well,
and
a fly made
they'd hand it over
today.
to us and then we'd have a listen and that'd be fun.
Well, I'm just saying that there was a fly in the studio.
How did it get in?
I don't know how that gets in because it has to go through like 3 different doors. In fact, we might unpack that later on.
It's like Rambo fly.
That's a pretty impressive fly. Anyway, next up, I've got Adam on the line. He wants to weigh in on a topic that we brought up during the show. It's Halloween. As Christians, it's coming up this week, but how do we respond? Adam has his thoughts on Halloween, and it might get you thinking, so we'll bring that to you next on Rise and Shine.
I've heard of all-day breakfast on the menu, but here's a brekkie show available 24/7. Thanks for streaming the Rise and Shine Daily Podcast.
And speaking of being unashamed, Phil, this Friday is Halloween across Australia, and it seems to be a growing thing in Australia. When I was a kiddie, it wasn't such a big thing, but it's become a big thing. And as Christians, we really need to navigate our way through this and decide in our hearts, how much do we get involved, or do we not get involved at all? We did speak to Brett and Kate Ryan earlier, and they were quite strong about this.
Yeah, they were advising parents not to lean into Halloween, but to have a different conversation with their kids. And it's obviously something that people are thinking and talking about across the community. Because we've got Adam on the line here. Adam, you've called in about Halloween. What are you thinking?
Well, if you read both the Old and the New Testament, God is telling the Hebrew people not to take on any of the pagan practices from the surrounding cultures, and He also gives the same directions to the early church in the New Testament as well.
Good point.
Yeah,
and I think as His church, in today's culture, he's given us a so as Christians we should be in the world but not of it. So my thoughts on Halloween, even though in Australia it's probably not as big as in America, but it's getting there. I just think, I'm actually going on Friday night. I've been invited to a prayer and praise night.
Awesome.
Good on you.
And it's called, get this, Hallowed Be Thy Name.
Oh, I like what they did there.
That is awesome.
Very clever.
I love it.
Instead of Halloween,
Nice.
Hallowed Be Thy Name.
So good.
That's what they've called it. And just something else. I'm a golfer, and through the Golf Australia thing, they send you all these different brand, all these different ads for so you can buy golf equipment like balls and stuff. And they've bought out just in the last couple of weeks, they've bought out a promotion, one of the golf brands called Celebrate the Day of the Dead. And that's only just come out in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we do have to fight against it. Adam, thank you for giving us a call. I'm glad to hear.
I love that idea of the Friday night thing too. Hallowed be your name.
I think that's
so
really
good.
cool.
So good. Thanks for sharing your thoughts and your convictions, mate. You're a blessing, Adam.
Yep. All right.
Bless
God
you.
bless.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Thank you. We're caffeinated and ready to face the day.
This is Rise and Shine on Vision.
If you're waking up in Gingin in Western Australia, a bit northeast of Perth City Centre there, a very big hello to you. I'm inspired today by your science centre, the Gravity Discovery Centre located.
That sounds cool.
It sounds really cool. You can explore gravity experiments, a leaning tower and this stargazing. I'm wondering if the gravity experiment is just that you fall off something or you push someone or something off the top of something. And, oh, look, there's gravity. It's working. I'm wondering what the experiments are.
Well, as long as there's a safety net or those big, massive squares of foam, those things that they jump into, dive like stunt people. So, that sounds like fun, Phil. Yeah. But, we've really enjoyed today. Look, we're really sorry if we haven't got to your call today. So many people have called us with their humming auditions. We can't keep up with all the calls. But we did get a caller, Michael, who called in, and we did get to listen to him. He did audition. He did pass, but he's just texted us, Phil. I thought his text was worth reading out. He said, "Through him we hum."
Oh, I love that. Through him we hum.
That could be our motto.
I reckon I'm going to write that down. There's a motto. We need a name. We've got a few of them. There's a lot to do.
It's part of our branding on now, I think.
Through him
we hum. Someone needs to tweet that.
We hum.
Or exit or whatever it's called these days.
So we're going to... Okay, thank you, Michael. I've written it down. It's all part of the process.
Now, Phil's writing it down. I'm going to read out a Bible verse. It's in Psalm 18, verse 3. "I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemies."
Do you remember the
Psalm 18, verse 3.
Do you remember the song that goes with that? "So shall I be saved from my enemies, the Lord reign."
I may have been running around in the world when that song was big, Phil. I don't remember it.
Song. Those were the days. The Lord,
It's the daily podcast of your favourite Aussie breakfast show, Rise and Shine.
Chris Tomlin, Amazing Grace for your curtain call. Inspired this morning by Belinda, who hummed that one just gorgeously earlier to earn her spot in the humming choir.
Yeah, it's still, the most performed, recorded song in human history, Amazing Grace. It's just incredible, and it never ages. I mean, it's been around for more than 200 years, and yet you can play it now, and it still resonates with people.
And it still sounds as good hummed. You can do a lot with it. You can go up and go down.
There are some powerful lyrics in there too, Phil. I do like to hear. As good as the humming is, I'm not saying the humming's not good, but the words are pretty good.
No, they are good words. There you go. But look, if you're wondering what the humming choir is all about, you'll have to check out today's podcast or over on Facebook, the Rise and Shine Facebook page.
Go to the Rise and Shine Facebook page.
It's all there.
Give it a like, give it a follow.
And look, while you're there, you can see our daily devotion.
So much on there, Phil.
It's there now. If you've never heard it, if you just wake up this time of the day, you may not be aware. We do a 5-minute devotion. We go through a book of the Bible together, a chapter. We're in Joshua at the moment, and they're now videoed, so you can find them over on the Rise and Shine Facebook page.
It's gone to another level. It used to be audio only, Phil.
Well, we could wear whatever we liked and
that's right.
do whatever we liked.
Pajamas,
we were lying down to do
board
it.
shorts. It was all going on before, but now it's suited and booted for me.
You are. You're looking very dapper.
What do women say? Because we say suited and booted, us guys. What do you guys say? Frocked and topped, or
Wow.
How do you describe a little summary
Frocked
of being
up,
dressed
maybe.
up? Huh?
Frocked up, maybe?
Is that a saying?
I don't know. I've never ever had the need for it, but until this second. But
it's good being able to say suited and booted because it just summarises, okay, dressed to the nines.
If you want to know.
Got my Sunday best
You've
on.
got your picture. Okay, yeah, that's right. I need a suit. I need boots. Don't wear your sneakers. No, it's clearly a booted.
That's it.
Oh, dear. Well, we'll be back tomorrow. I reckon we're going to have to take some more. We've missed so many calls. So we're so sorry if you've tried to call us for the auditions. We will continue the audition process tomorrow. There's still space, so you haven't missed out.
Yep, there's still room on the tour bus.
Mm-hmm.
We're only going to allow one tour bus, so you better get in quick tomorrow because the spaces are filling fast.
They are. We'll be back tomorrow with more of our humming choir. Have an awesome day, and we'll be back with Rise and Shine tomorrow.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.